at CSL, we established quite a while back that we have core values. There are 7 core values, and I want to share them with you this morning and highlight one of them for you today. Our core values are love and healing, oneness and abundance, and spiritual growth, and service, and diversity. And the core value that we're highlighting today is abundance. I was thinking about the abundant life that I live, and it is as a result of our teaching that we call Science of Mind. And I was moved today to pick up my teacher's Science of Mind textbook, which was given to me when he passed away, and share the words in it that changed my life when I first read them 40 years ago. Dr. Holmes wrote, the founder of our teaching 100 years ago, said, "We see abundance in the universe. We cannot count the grains of sand on a single beach. The earth contains untold riches, and the very air we breathe is vibrant with power. Why, then, is man weak, poor, and afraid?" When I first read those, I thought, now this is a teaching that I can be a part of because it dares to ask the question, why? Why, if all this good is available to us in the universe, are we not personally experiencing it? Why are people suffering? Why are people living in lack? What I found over the next 40 years is the answer to that question. There is a basic fundamental spiritual law that says what you give your heart to, what you give your time, your attention, and whatever you focus on will expand. We have literally been given everything there is in the universe for our own success. There is enough air to breathe. There is enough love for everyone. No one has to be sick in order for you to be well. And yet we are responsible as individuals for giving our attention to the very thing we want to see manifest, to the very thing we want to see expand. And in so doing, our personal lives become abundant. Abundance is our core value. I have a friend in Bali. You know I like to go to Bali. It's one of my favorite places to go in the world. And his name is Komong. He was in his 20s when we first met. He's now 30. He lives with his wife, Julie, his brother, Wyon, their father, and his new baby in a house that is about the size of this stage. There's no running water. They have an extension cord for electricity that connects to a pole outside. Of course, there's no air conditioning, though it's hot in Bali. There are no appliances. The floor is mostly dirt, and they use a bucket with water in it to shower and bathe. My friend Komong is the driver for Gojek, Bali's version of Uber. And on a good month, on a very good month pre-COVID, he would earn about what every male in Balinese would earn, about $200 a month. That would be a good salary for a Balinese man. You could feed your family with that. I brought pictures to share with you this morning. It's show and tell. Here's a couple of pictures of Komong and his wife that they had made professionally when she was pregnant. Isn't she beautiful? And look at how long his hair is. I point that out because the story that I have to share with you is about that hair, his hair. The last time I saw him, he and I were sitting around a living room one night, just drinking and chatting, and a small bug ran across the floor in front of us. And when we saw it, Komong jumped back out of his chair and he ran the other direction. And I thought, this is a very strange response for a grown man to have to a little bug. So I asked him, I said, "Are you afraid of bugs, Komong?" And he smiled and he says, "No." And I said, "Well, why then did you jump away?" And he says, "I can't kill anything. My wife is pregnant." And I said, "Okay, what?" This is when Komong told me the custom of Balinese men. When their wives are carrying their child, the husband is not allowed to kill anything, not even an insect, not even a fly. They can't hit, they can't hammer, they can't pound, they can't use scissors, they can't use a knife to cut anything. They can't even cut their own hair. It has to grow for 9 months. They're not allowed to show any aggressive act whatsoever of any kind because it's believed that it upsets the energy of the family and spoils the nurturing environment needed for a healthy child to come into the world filled with love. And when the baby is born, it's a joyous event. But according to Balinese custom, he or she, that baby, is not allowed to touch the ground for 3 months. They are either held by their mother, their father, or a loved one, a parent. They're in a bed or a crib. Their feet cannot touch the ground for 3 months. And that's because it's believed in Bali that it is necessary for the baby to bond with the mother and others who love it richly and fully. They need to feel that connection to love to gather the strength that that child will need to face the hard realities of human life on the earth. They need that connection to love before they are set free in a world to find out that not everyone's going to love them. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that a beautiful custom? Can you imagine how American children would be if we adopted this simple Balinese custom? Maybe this is why the people in Bali are so happy. Maybe it's why there's so little crime. You never hear of a school shooting or a mass killing in Bali. It's unthinkable. Perhaps it's because school children start their day every day the same way in a mindfulness gathering. They all line up and stand next to each other outside in the courtyard of the school with hands folded in this way, and they greet each other with a Om Swasti Astu, which translates to mean, may the highest possible blessing that God could bestow upon you come to you today. How can these people who have so little be so happy? With hardly any money, how do they live in such peace? Why isn't there more violence? Why aren't the poor rising up to kill the rich? Because they've done the one thing we haven't. They know something we don't. They found the secret to happiness, and it's not in acquisition. It's not in owning more stuff or acquiring more things. It comes from mastering your mind. In our book of the month, Radically Happy, the author wrote something that I think we all need to remember. He said, we can train our mind in such a way that our attention remains wherever we place it. And I'm like, wait, what? You mean I'm in control of my thoughts? I can choose how I think or feel? Can that be true? Do I really have this much power? You mean I'm not a victim of whatever random, stupid-ass thought that passes through my mind? I can say ass, it's in the Bible. Stupid-ass thought that passes through my mind. Can it be possible? Could it be possible that no one on earth could make me unhappy or mad unless I let them? No one, not my boss, not the kids, not my parents, not my friends, not the driver in front of me on I-95. Why didn't somebody tell me I have this much power? You see, here's the thing. You really do only have one mind. We say that all the time in our teaching. You hear us say it all the time. There's only one mind. But your mind functions in two realms. The realm you come from when you're born into this world like this child, into this human life, the divine connection your mind has to the source of love and joy. And that's why babies giggle and children have no prejudices. We come into life with our hearts open, filled with joy. That's because no one has hurt us yet. No one has told you you're not good enough. You have no judgment. You're just pure love and joy making its entrance into the world. This is your divine connection in your mind, the angel that sits on your shoulder and tells you stuff like, I got this, you can do this. Trust me, I believe in you. It's the intuition that guides you whether to go straight or go right or left, when to give and when to stop giving. But then there's this other realm, and we don't call it divine mind. We call it monkey mind. And if you've ever been to the zoo and you see the monkeys, you know why we call it the monkey mind, because they're running around, going from one place to another, randomly bouncing around. They don't have any destination. They're not going anywhere. They just jump over here. They jump over there. They're running all over the place, wearing themselves out like the monkey mind does, and they're easily distracted by the next shiny object or a big banana. I know you're familiar with this kind of thinking, this monkey mind. I've watched you do it. I've seen how easily distracted you are by a big banana or a shiny object. Wow, he really said that. But you're not alone, my friends. You're not alone, because we're all that way. Yes, it's true, there is only one mind, but we live in two realms. We have one hand in life always reaching for the heavens and one foot stuck in the mud of this earth. And the secret to living a rich and happy life is to get control of it. Because if you can master your mind, you can master your life. You can live happily. You can be at peace. You can be in love. All of the treasures in life come from this one simple task. I didn't say easy. I said simple. Mastering your mind is not easy. It takes intention. It takes discipline. It takes persistence. That's why hardly anybody does it. Hardly anybody does that. But let me tell you something. It is worth the effort. The payoff is immense. So, how do you do it? How do you do this? Well, luckily for you, I've done the research. It's all outlined in the book of the month that I chose for you called Radically Happy. And then the author says there are 3 keys to happiness. Number 1, first key, react to all of your thoughts the exact same way. All of them. So your monkey mind is constantly talking to you, telling you what you should think, what you should do about this. The monkey mind loves to judge and evaluate and opine. It loves to make quick judgments of other people and put them all in boxes. Oh, you live in Opalaka. Well, we know what that means. That means you ain't got no money. Oh, you're a lawyer? Well, we all know what that means, because everybody knows all lawyers are a big hot mess. The monkey mind bounces from one another, making snap judgments based on irrational opinions. And like a misbehaved child, we want to put them in a corner to shut them up. Would you just go sit in the corner and behave yourself? We want to say to the monkey mind, would you please shut up? You are ruining my life. But if you've ever tried to do that with your monkey mind bouncing around, would you please just shut up? You know that it doesn't work. You can't fight the monkey. You got to give it something to do, to occupy it. Give it a banana. And the banana you're going to give it is to practice reacting the same way to everything that it says, and just observe it and let it go. Like the clouds in the sky that temporarily block the sun, you can lie on your back and you can watch them just pass overhead. So when your monkey mind starts its gibbering, saying stupid things like, you're a failure, you're never going to make it, you're no good, you can sit back, you can say to yourself, thank you so much for sharing that thought, thank you so much, and I don't have to do anything about it. I don't have to do anything about that thought, that negative thought. I don't have to argue with it. I don't have to fix it. I don't have to fight it. I don't have to talk it down. I can just let it go. Well, there it is. Step number 2 in mastering your mind is to stop comparing. And we are all so really good about that in this country, aren't we? We tell ourselves, well, we've got to keep up with the Joneses, right? Well, my friend Jose bought a Tesla, so now I have to go buy a Tesla. I have to. How old are you? You're 30? What? You don't own your own home yet? What kind of loser are you? You're supposed to be owning your own home by 30. Everyone should own property by 30. Where is your family from in New York, did you say? Westchester County? Thank God you didn't say Long Island. Thank God. At least it's not New Jersey. I don't know anybody that compares who they are, where they live, how much stuff they have, or how much they weigh. I don't know anybody that does that that's happy. Comparisons make us miserable. Stop looking at what you don't have and start looking at what you do. Let me tell you something. You are blessed, my friend. I've been to third world countries. I see how other people live in this world. You are blessed, 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 blessed. Here's a suggestion. In your meditation time, when you breathe in, say, I am happy with who I am. And when you breathe out, say, I am happy with what I have. And finally, number 3 in our keys to happiness is the hardest one of all. It is to be present. Now, I have a friend who practices being present because it is a practice, and so she sets a timer on her watch for every hour during the day as she's awake. And that timer serves as a reminder for her to ask the question, am I fully present in this moment? Where have I gone? Because you see, the monkey mind wants to jump through the past into the future. It wants to regret the past. It wants to talk about that. It wants to talk about the future and how miserable that is and how awful you are for eating that extra cookie last night. It wants to project some unhappy event into your future. Oh, dear God, you can't go to that party because everyone will see that you've gained the quarantine 15. The truth is, very few people are present in the moment. I'm willing to bet that in this moment, at least half of the people that are listening to my voice have already left the building. You're not really here in your bodies. You're already thinking about, oh, what am I going to do next? Where should I go for lunch? I don't know. Should I have bacon? I don't know. What am I going to do? Is he really talking this long? How long is I going to be here? What's this going to take? And the monkey mind is going like this and blah, 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 blah. Everybody here, practice being present. Practice being present. Take many little breaks in your day to wake yourself up and breathe. Because let me tell you something, you have no idea the wealth. You want to talk about wealth? You have no idea about the wealth you can gain from doing that simple thing. Greater peace, greater ease, improved health are all benefits of just doing this one thing. Be where your body is. Number 1, react to thoughts the same way. See them as clouds overhead. Just sort of let them go. Number 2, stop comparing yourself to other people. Breathe in and say, I am happy with who I am. Breathe out, I am happy with what I have. Number 3, be present. The power of your life, and listen to me, the only opportunity you have for true happiness is here in this now moment. Be where your body is. As I said before, all of this is simple, but none of this is easy. It takes practice. It takes persistence, and that's why most people don't do it. They just don't do it. Most people's entire lives from birth to death are ruled by the monkey mind, going like this all the time. And they spend their whole lives wondering, why aren't I happy? Don't you be one of them. It's worth the work. Take the time to master your mind. My friend Komong couldn't be happier these days. He's the father of a new son, about Cesar's age. They named him Teo. Here's a picture of him with his haircut. And you can look at that picture and you can see the dirt floor. You can see the makeshift roof. And you can think to yourself, man, he has so little. But I look at that picture and I see that smile. And I say, man, he has so much. Komong has found the secret to happiness. And it isn't in having more money. And it isn't in trying to get somewhere where you're not. It's in being who you are, where you are. It's about love, and the love that you give to others, and the love that you permit and allow yourself to receive in return. That's true happiness. And so ends the lesson. One of the spiritual practices that we get to do together at CSL as our family is to do this short meditation in our service. It's a time when we close our eyes to the outside of life, stop looking outward, trying to find something out there to fix us, to make us complete, and we turn our attention inward to where the source of life is. We have been told the kingdom of heaven is within. The highest possible good you could imagine, which is the kingdom of heaven, lies within you. Let's go there now. All of the noise in the world and the chaos and the confusion comes from the monkey mind running around trying to find something outside itself to bring peace. Comes from the fear and the doubts of billions of people on a planet spinning around wondering what will become of me next. All victims. None of this is correct. This is not the life you were designed to live. You are not a victim of anything. You are a co-creator of love, a bringer of joy to life, a unique individual, never again repeated in all of time and history, given an opportunity to be who you are. All of your happiness and all of your joy will come from being just that. Let's take some time to let go of our excuses, our reasons why and why not. Let's banish our small estimations of our worth from our minds. Let's know the truth that we are powerful beings wrapped in unconditional love. Let's be still. Give your attention to that which you want to expand in your life. Look at love and you will become filled with love. Look at the rich fullness of life and you will become abundant. Give your mind and your heart to only that which you want to see manifest in your life. And you will be entertaining angels unaware. So it is.
I breathe out, I breathe in, I am still, I go within. When I quiet my mind, in the stillness I find, Spirit meets me there, Spirit meets me there.
We close our service as we always do with an affirmation card. And if yours is like mine, and I do hope it is, I am the master of my own mind, choosing thoughts of abundance, love, and joy. There it is. Let's know this together. I am not a victim of random thoughts. I did not come here to succumb to the fear and doubt of people on a planet that are too afraid to take their power and live. I am the master of my own mind, the creator of my own experience. I came here as a co-creator with God, with love, with truth, with power, and with ease to create a life that I call blessed and wonderful. This can all happen for everybody if they just remember who they are, remember what they're surrounded by, remember the truth of our being. We are made in the image and likeness of perfection. This truth is established in our minds and our hearts and directs the course of our life from this point forward. We are blessed and thankful, and so it is. Thank you for watching, and thanks for supporting CSL. If you'd like to know more about us, check us out on our website or social media. Blessings.